Okay, right. So now let's go to the cloud account. And let's go to our trial. And we'll continue where we have left on previous session. Okay. So in this session, we have covered first three topics. How to create a GCP account and AM services, the basic admin related activity, providing the access and all. And the third one is Google Cloud BigQuery. Okay. So how many of you have created the account? How many of you have created the account? Okay. So if you don't create also, create today. Okay. So if you want to practice the SQL, normally we have other option to those who are from especially non-IT students. Okay. So what you can do is go to YouTube by #JC quota. So here, what you can do, go to playlist. Okay. So in the playlist, here we have this learn SQL, learn SQL easy. So these are the videos. Like in the first video here, I have given how to install MS SQL, Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, so how to install that, there is a folder and a recorded video of my friend. Okay, so you can download this video, and this is the study material, and this is sample. So if you follow this video, you can install MS SQL in your local. Okay. So if you want to practice SQL, and especially this is for the students from non-IT. Okay, like Mohan, Rakesh. So for them. So already Mohan has installed this one in personal laptop, and others. So if you want to practice SQL, so this is very simple. Even I have in my this one in my local. Okay. So that's SSMS. So this is the one. So normally, if I want to make any video, I will here I will be using this one. Okay. Now let's go to our content. Okay. So today we will be discussing about cloud storage location. Okay. So what is a cloud storage? Why we create cloud storage? What is the advantage of cloud storage? Okay. And in cloud storage, to store something here, we'll be creating a buckets. Okay. So creating buckets, and advantage of creating buckets is like it's a temporary, it's not temporary, I can say, to the gateway of accessing the data from database to the display section. Okay. So here, if you create the buckets, the advantage here, data processing is very faster. Without creating the bucket, then there will be a delay in processing the data. Okay. So whenever if you want to extract any table data, or if you want to try to load the data, first better to load the data in a bucket. From there, you can load it to your table with a script. So that is one option. And the other option is whenever you are extracting data from a bucket, just use the bucketing option. So this will be use the bucketing option. Use the bucketing option. Okay. So the bucketing option which helps us where the data can be retrieved faster. Okay, so now let's discuss about what's a bucket. Okay. Google Cloud Storage. So what is a bucket? Okay, so before Google Cloud Storage, okay, so let's discuss this. Then after that, we'll move on to creating the bucket under in practical sessions. So what is a Google Cloud Storage? Okay, so here we can store the data in a form of structured and semi-structured, semi-structured and unstructured data. Unstructured data also. So here, as I told you, here we have the data that we can store in cloud storages like structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. So what is meant by unstructured data? Unstructured data is like videos, files, so that can be stored here. Storage can be used for long-term archival storage. So here we can store the data how much you want. But storing is somewhat very less cheaper when compared to Teradata and other databases. So here we can store unstructured data also, but in Teradata and other databases, that is not possible. So even if you consider structured data, so here we can store heavy volume of data in terabytes. Okay, so that will be that this will come with very less cheaper price. But whenever we want to process some data from that storage database location, if you're triggering some SQL procedures, SQL statements or PL/SQL stored procedure, if you're performing any operations, DRL operations, then that will be chargeable. Okay. And here we can store the data unlimited. So uh, based on the how much you are stored, accordingly it will be charged. Okay. So normally normally this existing RDBMS we are having Teradata, DB2. What happens is we have to buy a specific amount of space first. So once that particular space is getting filled up, then our ETL jobs, what happens is it will reduce the performance. It will take longer time to load the data. So this I have experienced when I was working in Mercedes Benz account, and they have only Teradata, not Teradata. They are using DB2. So source is DB2, target is DB2 only. So that is an internal application. DB2 is a database that's provided free of cost up to 500 MB storage for structured data. So in the project, what happens is like we have occupied almost 420 GB of space. And after that, what happens is the data storage jobs are running very slow. So there are some data we have like 20 million. So daily we have to truncate the table and reload it again. So normally it has to complete the load process within 30 minutes, but it is taking more than 3 hours, 4 hours. Sometimes it got stuck and there is no progress in the job. Then what we requested customer, we need to buy additional space. If this is continued, the loads and data processing will be delayed and it is impact our customers and respective stakeholders who are using this data. Then they have added additional 500 GB space. So after that, now everything is in smooth manner. But in this cloud storage, what happens is as soon as uh, data that you are going to store, so automatically the phase will be allocated. Okay. So, but you can see that the new space allocation in the billing. So that is the advantage of this cloud storages. Okay. And everything is here, it will be stored in an encrypted format. So your data is safe and secure so that other person cannot view your data. That is the advantage of this cloud storage. And next one. So here, as I told you, right, there is no minimum size object. So here, maximum they given max size object is 5 TB and durability. So here, according to the usage, it will be charged. So here we can connect multiple regions. For example, there will be dedicated data centers that we are going to see in storage locations. For example, one particular uh, data center is busy and not responding, then automatically the system will reallocate it to the different regions. So here, while creating the Google Cloud Storage bucket, here you need to choose the options. Okay, so now let's see that while creating the bucket, that I will show you the options. Okay. So we need to select two different regions. For example, if I choose India server, India we have one is Mumbai. They have data centers. One is at Mumbai, and other one is at Delhi. So you need to choose dual region, or you can choose US one also. Okay. So now let's see here this object organization. So here we can store the objects. Okay. So to store these data, first we have to create the buckets. Under the buckets, we have to create some folders. Okay, so different folders where we can categorize our data storage. And here's the storage location. So here we have various multiple region, dual region, and multi-region location where we can create the storage locations. Okay. So now let's discuss this. Let's create a bucket so that you can understand better. Okay. So okay. So bucket. Click on bucket. Okay. So here you can see cloud storage or normal bucket. Create a bucket cloud storage. So this is the documentation. Okay. So here the advantage here in Google Cloud Storage or any cloud related platform, they will be having proper documentation. Okay, so here I got opportunity to only work with GCP. Okay, so and a little bit of Snowflake, but I did not involve technically while I was working on a Snowflake. I was monitoring the production loads and take care of the existing jobs. So now let's see here, cloud storage. So here already I have created a one bucket. So GCP 360. Okay. So if I want to create a bucket, what we need to do? So here there is the option. Here you can see. Once you go to the bucket, you have to choose the bucket here. Then here you can see refresh. You can refresh here and create a bucket. Create. Click on create. So once you create, once you give the option create, you need to check that the bucket name DB. So let's give April 202404. Okay. So here, if it is the bucket name is not unique, and it will throw an error. Okay. It should be unique. And here you can see your storage location. So here we have discussed multiple regions, right? Okay, so region, dual region, multi. So you need to select the option whenever you are selecting the bucket. Okay, so here if you see multi-region, what is meant by multi-region here? Multi-region is like the highly availability across the continent. So it's a continent level. Okay, so US, United States of USA, United States of America. So it's a big continent. So here you need to choose the category, continent level, Asia Pacific, Europe region. Okay, for example, if I choose US, so here I need to, it will choose the respective, it will trigger automatically to the respective data center. The nearest data centers in that continent will be. For example, dual region. So here, if we choose the continent America and region. So what are the regions? So these are the dual. You need to choose two options here. Minimum two regions. Dual region means what? Dual means two. So here you need to choose uh, two regions here. For example, US. For example, US Eastern and Virginia, Dallas. You can choose any. You have to choose any minimum two. Okay, and then continue option. Okay, and I don't want. I need every single region. Okay, so you need to choose the region either. For example, let's see here, Asia Pacific. In Asia Pacific, here we have Taiwan, Hong Kong, Tokyo. Let's see where in India. So in India, we have data center. First data center is available in Mumbai, and the second one is Delhi. Okay, so you need to choose any of the. So let's choose Mumbai. Okay, so you can choose any of the region guys. Okay, so there is no restrictions here. So let's choose Mumbai. Okay, and continue. Okay, so here we have there are different types of all the objects in the bucket that they'll be having different default class methods. So here we have to create the class. Okay, so here we have categorized into 4 classes. Now let's discuss what are them. So here we have storage class, class. So here standard class. So good for hard data, high frequency access. Normally this is a standard class, and access cost is very low. So here if you the cost is low, and SLX. So here this will be applicable for multi-region and region level. Okay, and the next one is nearline. Here low frequency access once in the 30 days. So generally we will go for standard uh, storage class. Okay, and storage is cheaper than standard. Access cost will increase. Backup. Okay, and here we have this SLA. So SLA here is the same as the standard one here. Okay, so cost is somewhat higher when compared to the standard one. And the next one is storage class is like code line. Okay, very low frequency to access and very low frequency to get access. Once in a 90 days, the storage it will store here. Storage is cheaper. Storage is cheaper, and then near to the. I mean, storage is cheaper than the near line, and SLA is same as this one, the regionality. And we have this is archival process. This is offline data backup. So normally these Google Drives and all not. This works on with this archival process. So normally in drives, the memory is getting about to fill after 15 GB, then automatically it will move to the archival and the stem folder. Okay. So data access is once in a year. Storage, cheapest access. So it's whenever if you have very minimal requirement, then you can go for this. So here for best practice, you can go for standard one. Okay. So what you can do is go for standard, continue. Okay. So the next, the grand level of access, uniform access. Okay. Or fine grained. So this is access for 90 days. That's it. After 90 days, what happens is you need to have a permission for the renewal and all. So fine grained assessment, it's a permanent. Okay. So let's give 90 days. That is enough. Okay. So after 90 days, so I created account on Feb 12th. By May 10th, it will be gone. Yeah. Now let's click on continue. So here now let's see data retention, data protection. Choose how to protect the object data. Okay. So if you want to give, if you are storing any object, if you want to giving versioning, you can give the versioning. So what is the versioning number that you can give? Maximum increment number, like you can give 10, at least 2 can give, okay. And it's very one. So then if you need any data encryption, so whenever you store, no, so if other people cannot view the, okay. So what you can do is like you can the encrypted key like customer optimization keys that you can provide or Google provided encryption keys. You can trust the Google encrypted keys, or if you want to define your own encrypted keys, you can define. So that should be unique. Okay. So you have to enter the keys here manually. So if you click on this Google provided encryption keys here, what happens is it will create a system defined one. Okay, so that is also safe and secure. Now we have to click on create. Okay, so public access will be prevented. Don't show this. Click on confirm. Okay, so here you can see this is the DB. Okay, so here what happens? Here we have created the account. Okay, so what is my next step? So any questions, guys, before I go to the next step?
No, sir, no.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So here you can create a folders. Okay. So as I told you, we can create objects, different objects. If you want to store, you can create a folders. Okay. You can perform the data transfer also. Okay. So the next thing is let's create some folder. So what is the name that we can give for the folder? Tell some name, no?
Morning batch.
Morning. Okay. So let's give some short form. April 24. Okay. ETCH. Morning batch. Okay. So give any name. Okay. So now click on create. Okay. So in this folder, what we can do is we can upload the files No, okay. So we need some files, right? So what we can do? Okay, so here now. So here I have given access for you guys. Files for folders. Okay. So here, let's download this. Here I will give some files. Here I will upload some files then, okay? That file data will upload in that folder and will create the tables during the runtime. So can I continue download? Okay. So there the next step is so this is the folder, okay. So here I am uploading this drive, okay. Even these files for practice are also available in self-learning videos. So anyway, here I am uploading here in our March folder. Okay, not March, right? April. So March one is weekend. So upload folder. What you can do is click on this. Okay, so you need to click on. You need to click on upload. So here there are total 48 files actually. Okay, so click on close. Okay, so here you can see the folders, no? Okay, so here let's download some sample files. Okay, so let's download this CMP comma or we can do CMP data. Download this one. Okay, so I have downloaded one file. Now let's go here. Okay, now upload a file. So this is the file that we are going to upload. So here now we have uploaded the file. Okay. So here what we have done so far in today's session. So we have discussed cloud storage. Cloud storage, okay, how to create a bucket, the cloud storage, Google Cloud Storage. And here also you have created a folder. And in that folder, okay, and in that folder here we have uploaded a file. Okay. So now I want to import this data in a BigQuery, this file data in a BigQuery. What is the next step? So go to open a new console. What you can do is go google.com, Google Cloud. Okay. So go to Google, type Google Cloud platform, click on here. So you need to click on console. Okay. What is this vertex? So here what we can do, we can type BigQuery. Okay. So already it's reflecting here. Type BigQuery. Okay. So what is the next step? Open this query. So here what happens when you click on this, open this query. Okay. So here these are the, I think we have the existing. Yeah, these are the public resources and this is the project that we have created earlier. So this is our schema. Okay. Now we can create the data set also. Okay, so here GCDB, how I created, I will create one more this thing. Close this. Okay. So here what happens here? You need to click on add button. Click on add button. Okay. So let's open. Okay, so here now let's create a bucket. Okay. So to create a bucket, what we can do is sorry, bucket we have created it. We need to create a data set. So already we have this one, GCDB. Okay. So let's create another one. Create a data set. Okay. So here data set ID should be unique. Okay. So if you want to change, you can change here. Other projects or something. So here only one project is there. Select that one only. And what is the name that we are going to create give for a new data set? Shall I give this one? April 24. Okay. So here you can give the data set. Data set name is nothing but a schema name. So here you can select the regions, okay, region, multi-region, okay. So here select a region, specific region, or not performing multiple tasks, right? Or you can give multi-region, anyway it's a free of cost, right? Let's give US and enable table expression. Default maximum table age, so 90 days. And so these are the options that you can set, okay? And in Google encrypted keys, enable case sensitive in the table name, not required. So okay, if you click on case sensitive means if you give lowercase means it will consider lowercase. If you give uppercase means it will give uppercase. So let it be, but it's not, don't click on this case sensitive. Okay. And so this billing information here, what is the default option? Rounding mode specified. You can choose any of this one. One no need to mention this also. Okay. Enable default allegation. Window travel time. So max 7 days. Enable physical storage billing model, not required. Okay. So now click on data set. Click on create data set. So here something issue is there. Make sure all fields are correct. Oh, that's yeah. So click on create data set. Okay. So here we have created the schema data set. Okay. So what is the next step? Now I need to create the table here. That is the next step. Okay. So create a table. That's my first empty table. So let's create emp underscore data. So here you can enter the fields. Okay. Or you can create during the runtime, create a table name. So this is the project we need to select. Okay. So here you can enter the fields. Okay. So I want to create the table. Okay. So table details. For example, here let's see this file. Okay. Then okay. So here we have employee number, name, job, MGR, hire rate. So these are the attributes. So here now what we can do, we can give this field name. So here it looks like a integer. Okay. Employee number. What you can do is, you can create the same one here. EMP remove. Okay. So what is the data type here? So data type is integer. See, is it nullability? Nullable, not requirements. It should not be null, repetitive. So let's give nullable data. Okay. And description of the field. If you want to add some description, you can. And then click on new field. That is next one is, what is the next one? name. So name is a string nullable. What is the maximum length here you can give? Let's do 10. And what is the next one? Job. String. Oh, maximum length 10. What is the other one? We can give MGR. MGR means reporting manager ID. So this is an integer. Okay. So according to data, whenever the user gave a file to you, and you need to process it in a table with GCP. So here the file has been uploaded there, and here you are creating a table. So these are the ways that can create the table with defining the proper metadata at level. Okay. So here nullability, null is not required. You can say this also you can say required. Okay. Required. So required fragments, it should be mandatory. Okay. So MGR field we can assign. So there are some people who won't report to anyone. So let's consider in that case. Now let's see here, not nullable. And here the next one is higher date. Okay. HAREDATE. Date, it's a date column. Date. Nullability required. And the next one is salary. SAL. So salary is integer. So you can give numeric. So here you have to provide scale and precision. Okay. So scale is 7. Precision is 7. Scale is 2. Round off mode. So unspecified. Half away from 0. Half away from even. So you need to choose any of the option. Okay. And the next one is commission CO. You can see here. So this is the way to create the table. Okay. So here commission also, let's give a numeric. Even commission also 6, 2. Give the same way.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
So here we will not be typing any SQL query kind of things, right? This is what BigQuery like. You have to
No.
choose everything.
No. Here we can prepare a SQL statement, DDL statement, and you can execute that also. Yeah, so that also I will show you. Maybe tomorrow session. So how we can create the table with geo-based options that we are discussing now. Okay, in the next session, in tomorrow session, we'll come to DEPT. So department is an integer. Okay. Required. Okay. So normally decimals are required. Okay, nulls are not allowed. So if it is a null means then it should be 0. Okay. So here 8 fields we have entered. And the next step is the partitioning. Okay, so if we are handling bulk amount of data, so then you can choose the partition on which partition field. No partitioning is not required. Okay. So now click on create table. That's it. Okay. So here table has been created. So here table we have created. Then what is the next step? You can see here the table details. This is the schema. Okay, you can see all the info here. Preview. So preview no data is there, right? Lineage, can perform the lineage, data lineage, and data profile, data quality. So all these operations can do here, data cataloging. So now let's see schema. Now here what we can do. This is the query. Okay. If you run this, what happens? No data is there. Result is 0. Okay. So now let's insert the data into the table. How we can insert the data into table? Here we have created a empty table. Okay. So now how we can insert the data? So the syntax is same. So insert into, okay. So table name. Here you have to provide the values. Okay. How to get the values here? Oh, I think, okay. So you can copy that. So let's take a similar kind of file. Let's take this one. So copy this. So both are same files only. So that is the reason I am taking here. And values. So wherever string is there, no, that one you need to set up with quotes, okay, single quotes. For date also we need to provide quotes. What is the Smith salary? 800, 0, 800, 0. Okay. So now good. Okay. So if there is any issue, it will throw some error here. Okay. So now what you can do is run this SQL, run this insert statement. Okay. So one row has been added. Okay. So I want to execute this SQL select statement. Copy this. Select. See here, we can perform this activity. I mean, we can view the data here. So now let's insert another record. Delete this. What you can do, you can go to the file again. Copy and paste it here. So wherever string is there, no, so see here, some unrecognized name. That you need to handle, guys. Okay. So MGR not required. So according to C, we have to follow the layout of the DB. Okay, the order layout of the DB, how created the table. See here, now so it is giving the script will process in 7B. Okay, so now let's execute this. Okay. So one row has been added. Now let's see here. Okay, so now 2 rows have been inserted in the table. Like that, we can insert the data into table. Okay. So any questions, guys, here in today's session?
Sir, is there any option we can directly import the Excel file? Like
Ah,
we.
yes, yes. That option is there. That we will discuss tomorrow.
Okay. Sir.
Okay. So we can dump the file directly from Excel. Directly we can load it. We can create the table while importing the data from the table itself. We can create the table during the runtime.
Oh, okay. Sir.
So normally we can create data stage job to load the file data to a table. The similar way here we can perform the operations. Okay, the same way here we can export the data from a file and create that. I mean, we can not export. We can import the data from a file and we can create the table during the runtime. Okay.
Okay. Sir.
Yeah. So here I will be creating the remaining. Inserting the remaining fields, remaining data here. Yeah, any other questions? Any other questions, guys?
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So I will, yeah. So in tomorrow session, by tomorrow session, I will be insert this table data. And tomorrow we will see some few more concepts. Okay. I think tomorrow there is no holiday here. None of them are, celebrating Ramjan. Anybody is there? No, right?
Tomorrow is like here it is already said.
Where?
Pune side.
Okay, okay. Yeah, fine. You can attend the session in the morning.
Ah, yes.
Okay, so tomorrow we have session. Yesterday, actually, few people specially requested me, so that is the reason I canceled the class yesterday. Okay. Yeah, right, guys. Okay, so I'm stopping it for today, and we can. So here, the same way here, you have to insert the data. Okay, I will insert after the data into table offline, and I will show you tomorrow. Okay. So key learnings for today's session is how what is the cloud storage, how to create a bucket, how to create a table. Okay, with after creating the data set, and how we can insert the data into a table. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay, guys. So tomorrow we'll see a few more concepts. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.